There are moments in life when everything seems to move against us. Plans fail without warning. Relationships become strained. Opportunities disappear just as they seem within reach. During these times, many people quickly say, "I have bad luck." But pause for a moment and ask yourself, is bad luck truly following you, or are you carrying yesterday's burdens into today? The greatest weight is not found in the world around you. It is found in the mind that refuses to let go. Fear, resentment, worry, and endless doubt become invisible companions. They shape how you think, how you speak, and how you respond to life. Soon, every small obstacle feels like proof that fortune has abandoned you. Throughout history, simple rituals have reminded people to release what no longer serves them. Among these, salt has held a special place in many cultures. Salt is ordinary, inexpensive, and found in nearly every home. Yet its greatest power is not in the crystals themselves. It is in the intention they inspire. The ritual becomes meaningful because it reminds you to cleanse your thoughts, renew your focus, and begin again. Imagine holding a small pinch of salt in your hand. Before doing anything else, close your eyes and become aware of your breathing. Feel each breath entering and leaving your body. Notice the tension you have been carrying without realizing it. Let the salt become a symbol of every fear, disappointment, and anxious thought that has collected inside you. Now silently say, "Today I release what no longer belongs to me. I welcome clarity, peace, and wise action." These words are not magic. They are a promise to yourself. Every meaningful change begins with a clear decision. Some people place a little salt near their doorway or gently sprinkle a small amount at the entrance before sweeping it away later. Whether or not you choose this practice, let it remind you that every doorway represents a new beginning. As you cross the threshold each day, leave behind yesterday's mistakes and enter with fresh awareness. The real cleansing happens inside. A house can be spotless while the heart remains full of anger. A room can smell pleasant while the mind is trapped in endless worry. True fortune begins when your inner world becomes peaceful. A calm mind notices opportunities that an anxious mind overlooks. Think about water flowing around a rock. It never argues with the obstacle. It simply continues moving until it finds another path. Wisdom works the same way. Instead of fighting every difficulty, learn to move through it with patience. What appears to be bad luck is often life inviting you to become stronger, kinder, and more aware. Many people search for complicated solutions because they believe valuable things must be difficult. Yet nature teaches simplicity. The sunrise asks for nothing. Trees grow without rushing. Rivers never compete with one another. Their strength comes from following their true nature. When you perform any simple ritual, whether it involves salt or quiet reflection, do not expect the universe to instantly change around you. Instead, notice how you begin to change within. Your breathing becomes slower, your decisions become clearer, your reactions become calmer. This inner transformation influences every conversation, every opportunity, and every choice you make. Gratitude is another powerful companion to this practice. Each morning, before focusing on what is missing, recognize what is already present. Be thankful for your breath, your shelter, your ability to learn, and the people who bring kindness into your life. Gratitude shifts attention away from scarcity and toward abundance. At the same time, let go of the habit of blaming yourself for everything that goes wrong. Life naturally contains both sunshine and storms. Challenges do not mean you are cursed. They simply remind you that growth often arrives wearing the clothes of difficulty. As you continue this simple practice, pay attention to your words. Avoid saying, "Nothing ever works for me," or "I am unlucky." The mind quietly accepts repeated thoughts as truth. Replace them with words that create strength. I meet each day with courage. I welcome new possibilities. I choose peace over fear. Bad luck begins in the mind. Many feelings of bad luck come from fear, negative thinking, resentment, and worry. By becoming aware of these mental habits and choosing inner peace, you begin to change how you experience life. Many people believe bad luck is something that comes from outside, as though an invisible force follows them wherever they go. Yet before accepting this belief, it is wise to quietly observe the mind. Notice how often fear predicts failure before anything has happened. Notice how disappointment from the past colors the present moment. When the mind becomes filled with worry, every small obstacle appears larger than it truly is. A delayed phone call feels like rejection. A missed opportunity feels like proof that nothing ever goes right. These thoughts slowly become habits, and habits shape the way we experience life. The world may not have changed, but our perception has. A peaceful mind sees possibilities where an anxious mind sees only barriers. This is why the first step toward changing your fortune is not to control every event, but to understand your own thinking. Sit quietly each day, breathe deeply, and watch your thoughts without judging them. As you become aware of fear, anger, or self-doubt, let them pass like clouds moving across the sky. They do not define who you are unless you cling to them. When the mind becomes calm and clear, your actions become wiser, your words become kinder, and your heart becomes lighter. From this inner balance, what once seemed like bad luck often begins to fade, replaced by confidence, patience, and a fresh way of seeing life's endless possibilities. The salt ritual as a symbol of renewal. Using a small amount of salt is not presented as magical. Instead, it serves as a mindful ritual that reminds you to release old burdens, set positive intentions, and start each day with clarity and calm. A simple ritual can become a powerful reminder when it is practiced with awareness instead of blind expectation. Salt has been valued in many cultures for its purity and its role in daily life. But its greatest purpose in this practice is to serve as a symbol rather than a source of supernatural power. Hold a small pinch of salt in your hand and pause for a few quiet moments. Feel your breath moving gently in and out. Allow yourself to become fully present. As you do, imagine that every grain represents a worry, regret, fear, or negative thought you have been carrying. Silently make the intention to release these burdens and welcome peace, wisdom, and fresh energy into your day. If you choose, place a little salt near your doorway for a short time, or gently sprinkle a small amount before cleaning it away. Let this simple action remind you that every doorway marks a new beginning, inviting you to step into the day without the weight of yesterday. The true value of the ritual is not found in the salt itself, but in the mindful pause it creates. It encourages you to let go of emotional clutter, focus on what truly matters, and begin each day with a clear heart and steady mind. When your intention becomes stronger than your fear, your outlook changes, and that inner shift often influences the choices you make and the opportunities you are able to recognize. Inner cleansing creates outer change. Real transformation happens within. A peaceful, focused, and grateful mind leads to wiser decisions, healthier relationships, and a greater ability to recognize opportunities that were previously overlooked. Gratitude, positive words, and simplicity attract better outcomes. Many people spend their energy trying to change the world around them while forgetting that lasting change begins within. A clean house may create comfort, but if the heart is filled with anger, jealousy, or constant worry, peace will still feel distant. In the same way, a person may seek good fortune through countless external methods, yet continue to experience disappointment because their inner world remains clouded. When the mind is calm, it becomes easier to make thoughtful decisions instead of reacting out of fear or frustration. Patience replaces haste, kindness softens conflict, and clarity reveals opportunities that anxiety once concealed. This is the true meaning of inner cleansing. It is the daily practice of releasing negative emotions before they become permanent habits. Spend a few quiet moments each day in silence, observing your thoughts without trying to control them. As each fearful or painful thought arises, acknowledge it gently and let it pass without holding on. Over time, this simple practice creates space for wisdom, gratitude, and compassion to grow. As your inner state becomes more balanced, your outer life often begins to reflect that balance. Relationships improve because you listen more deeply. Challenges become lessons instead of punishments. Decisions become guided by understanding rather than impulse. The greatest transformation is not that the world suddenly changes, but that you meet the world with a peaceful heart, a clear mind, and the quiet confidence to move forward with purpose. Practicing gratitude, speaking encouraging words, keeping your surroundings organized, and embracing simple daily habits help cultivate a balanced mindset that supports personal growth and resilience. Gratitude, thoughtful speech, and simple daily habits have a quiet power to transform the way you experience life. Each morning offers a fresh opportunity to choose your focus. Instead of immediately thinking about what is missing, take a moment to appreciate what is already present. Be thankful for your breath, your health, your loved ones, and the chance to begin again. Gratitude does not ignore difficulties. It reminds you that even during challenging times, there is still something valuable to recognize. Along with gratitude, pay close attention to the words you speak. Repeating phrases such as "nothing ever works for me" or "I am always unlucky" gradually shapes the way your mind sees the world. Replace those thoughts with gentle and encouraging words like "I welcome new opportunities" or "I meet each day with patience and courage." Your words become seeds that influence your attitude and your actions. Simplicity also plays an important role. Keep your surroundings clean and organized, not because perfection is required, but because an orderly space supports a peaceful mind. Let go of objects, worries, and habits that no longer serve your well-being. A life filled with unnecessary clutter often reflects a mind carrying unnecessary burdens. By practicing gratitude, speaking with kindness, and embracing simple daily routines, you create an inner atmosphere of balance and hope. From that peaceful foundation, wiser choices emerge naturally, and each new day feels lighter, calmer, and full of quiet possibility. True good fortune comes from awareness and wise choices. Lasting good fortune is built through mindfulness, patience, compassion, and intentional actions. As your awareness grows, you naturally make better decisions and discover opportunities that once seemed hidden. True good fortune is not something that suddenly appears by chance or arrives as a reward from unseen forces. It is often the natural result of living with awareness, patience, and wise choices. When you move through life without paying attention, opportunities can pass by unnoticed. Fear may cause you to avoid new experiences, while anger or impatience can lead to decisions you later regret. However, when you cultivate mindfulness, you begin to see life with greater clarity. You notice possibilities where you once saw only obstacles. You listen more carefully, speak more thoughtfully, and act with intention instead of impulse. Every small decision becomes a step toward a more peaceful and meaningful life. Compassion also plays an important role. When you treat others with kindness and respect, you build trust and strengthen relationships that may open unexpected doors in the future. Patience allows you to remain steady during difficult times instead of giving in to frustration. Rather than chasing luck, you become someone who is prepared to recognize and embrace opportunities when they appear. Even setbacks become valuable lessons instead of reasons to lose hope. A calm and aware mind is better equipped to adapt, learn, and grow through every experience. As this awareness deepens, your confidence grows naturally, your choices become wiser, and your path becomes clearer. What once seemed like luck often reveals itself as the quiet result of consistent mindfulness, thoughtful action, and a heart that remains open to life's endless possibilities.